This is Mirvana. IFL Deputy Directors Mr. Rothop and Mr. Samana, the Head of English Department Mr. Tetmap, and the Head of the AS Department Mr. Dr. Netjaner. Okay. Dear my fellow graduates, our distinguished guests and our beloved lecturers, and our wonderful volunteering team, the green t-shirt guys and girls. Okay. It's a great pleasure and honor for me to have been selected to speak on your behalf without you knowing it. Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Back to 4 or 5 years ago, we all walked into this institution as a freshman. Now that we are wearing this gown, it signifies that we are no longer fresh. Alright? For English department students, we walk into this institution with entrance exam. We thought that knowing grammar and vocabulary was everything that we could think of, right? We felt proud and we questioned ourselves, what could we learn from the institution? We had that question unanswered until we met global study and literature study. Not just grammar and vocabulary. I presume that not many of us love literature study or global study until we met research methodology. We want to go back, right? And last of all, for the BA graduate, the 3 killer subjects, right? TM, AL, and FE, right? Teaching methodology, too long to be completed, right? FE, too abstract to be digested, and applied linguistics, too theoretical to be called applied. But the good news is we survived. On the notice board, so no supplementary subject. Right? Okay, so please allow me to use this auspicious event to thank all the people involved in transforming us from freshmen into fresh graduates. First of all, I would like to thank all UDP Rector and Vice Rector for their overall supervision of the functioning of this university. And secondly, I would like to thank IFL management team for making IFL learning journey a wonderful adventure. Wonderful. Okay? And thirdly, we cannot forget all of our beloved lecturers who have devoted their time and efforts, making us suffer so much. Yet we have all learned how to persist and endure hardships. Right? So their torture made us stronger. Okay. And fourthly, thanks to our parents and relatives for coming here to see how we behave at school. Okay, and last of all, the band club for having shaped me into who I am today, providing me some occasion to perform comedy show. Right? So all of these make this event very special. It adds luster to this occasion. Okay, last but not the end, right? Not last but not least, still a lot more. Okay? I would like to thank all our graduates for having filled this university with all sorts of emotion and activities. Think back again, what happened in the last 4 or 5 years. Thank all of us for making IFL parking lot the most anxious space for those who had quizzes and tests and were late. Right? And thank all of us for turning lecturers' parking lot unwillingly into students talking and complaining a lot. Right? And then also thank all of you for entertaining the fish in the pond by sharing your concern with them. Right? Some of us did talk to the fish. In front of the self-assessment center, the foyer, thank all of you for making that space a lively discussion area and the place for Wi-Fi exploitation. And thank all of you for making the canteens or even the restroom a more active platform for discussion than the classroom itself. Most of us discuss more in the classroom or more in the restroom than the classroom. Right? I listen to that. Thank all of us for making the classroom a hot news channel where homework, quizzes, and assignments were broadcasted on the whiteboard. The teacher's marker can kill us tonight or tomorrow night when they say quiz tomorrow. Okay? And then thank thank all of us for making group 03 pregnant with noises. My certificate over here, my certificate over there. I first, you first. These were embarrassing or silly, but that made us IFL. Okay, and thank all of us for attending various workshops and charity concerts of our university as well, and post statuses about those events. And then thank all of us for having made IFL become a beautiful garden with each and every one of us a flower. Though we differ in color and size, all add up to the overall beauty of this magnificent garden. Okay. So far I have talked about our learning journey, and I cannot afford the time to tell everything, but I will post a status which is more informational tonight. So last of all, we should not laugh without getting something meaningful, right? Okay, we have all been laughing so hard, and that means that we all share a common experience, silly, embarrassing, and everything. So just because I'm standing here, I'm not in any way different from you. Of course, let me talk about my experience. I'm quite well known for my quirky, offbeat sense of humor. In my various performances back then, I performed first, so the starting point of my comedy here was by lecturer Denmark, right? The invitation, professional translator on clean-up day, right? Homework debater in IFL debate forum, lifelong education in debate club workshops, Bruno Mars in One Ticket, One Child, and being the adjudicator, the mock adjudicator in IFL debate forum, and the two recent performance, the coach in the noise Mật and also performing as Juggling, right? This is my academic experience was filled up with so much comedy performance. Okay? But we need to acknowledge that we all may be different by family background, by naturally embedded character traits, by academic competence and more. But we all share a common thing, right? Each and every one of us have the child inside. Although, no matter how old you are, we all have the child inside. I'm not talking about pregnancy, right? Abstract child, okay? So, I mean, knowledge can make us mature and critical, but don't let knowledge make you cynical, right? We all share a common thing. We have the child in us. We need to acknowledge that each of us have the need for joy, happiness, acceptance, fun, and unity. Okay, so we need to be friendly with one another. Knowledge is not designed to make us hostile. The very true nature of knowledge cries out for the goodness in each person. We come to school so that we can live together in harmony, not to discriminate, not to compete, not to compare hostilely. Okay, let me share with you the song by Air Supply. I just read the lyric, right? I cannot afford to sing. Okay, in the eye of the child. In the eyes of a child, there is joy, there is laughter, there is hope, there is trust, a chance to shape the future. Okay, for the lesson of life, there is no better teacher than to look in the eyes of a child. Look in the eye of a child, you learn life lessons. Okay? So being childish is not being immature. Being childish means being a dreamer, being a person who can feel the joy, and then we can tolerate everything. I remember teaching kindergarten class. I blame them today, tomorrow they smile, and it broke my heart, right? Why do you still smile at me? I blame them again. I did so consistently for 1 week. Next week they smile at me again. Okay? I wanted to meet their parent, but then I learned something new. We should not get occupied in the past, and should not get too occupied in the future. The present is the gift. No matter what you do, it's the gift. Just enjoy it now. Look around you, people with strange faces, but they are human beings. Okay, so it's nearly the end. I just hope that no matter where you go or no matter what you do, don't let the child in each of us die. Okay, so that means we just give a smile or even a warm welcome to everyone, friends, acquaintances, and even strangers. And that is the ultimate aim of education, learning and sharing, and the cycle goes on. And even if you have forgotten what I have said so far today, which I'm sure you will, it would thrill me if you just remember this. Don't let the child in you die. Congratulations all fellow graduates. Thank you for your attention. Bon voyage.